he gave us the biggest lecture. He's like, all right, you, me, and Pumpkin are gonna be at the registers. We are not moving. I will let you know when you can take your break. Your breaks are this time, and this time. We station up, and he's like, we have a bunch of Wiis in the back. We're not gonna have enough for everybody. And I say, hi, yeah, sir? Why don't we do this intelligently? And he goes, what's that supposed to mean? I said, okay, here's the deal. We have however many Wiis in the back. We're going to count the Wiis, and then we're gonna write down the numbers on pieces of paper. All those people out in line, we hand them a piece of paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We go down the line. Once we get to however many Wiis, anybody that doesn't get a piece of paper that's further on down in line, we are out of Wiis, go somewhere else. So people start coming in. You know, yep, we got a Wii. Yep, here you go. Here you go. Thanks. Have a great Christmas. Bye. Thank you. It's like 7 in the morning, and this woman walks in. She looks like she's having the worst day of her life. Her hair's a mess. Her makeup is running. Like, she looks awful. So she comes up to me. She does not have a piece of paper. And this woman is on the verge of a mental breakdown. And she's got a couple of bags and she looks overwhelmed. And she looks me in the face and she goes, I am so sorry to bother you. I know that you probably don't have any. I know they're probably sold out. But do you have any Nintendo Wiis out back? Any of them? My heart was just breaking for this woman. I had no idea what she had been through. My manager knows the type of person that I am, gave me the side eye and was like, I stationed you here. You're supposed to be here till noon like we discussed. We don't have any. And I went, I don't think we have any. I'm gonna check out back just for you, just to make sure, okay? So why don't you just hang here, take a couple of breaths. I'll be right back. And she goes, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I go out back. I walk around the manager who is just death glaring me at this point. And I know there's no Wiis and I'm feeling miserable because I have to come back and tell this woman, sorry, we don't have any. Just for the sake of trying. I start lifting things up and moving things around. Okay, we got PlayStations, we've got Xboxes, we've got all this stuff. I can't find a single one until I'm about to leave and I see a little piece of red cardboard. I reach down, I lift up these other 2 boxes, and I realize what's underneath it is one of those red Mario Edition Wiis. So I picked it up and I brought it out back and I put it on the table in front of this woman. And she looks at me, grabs the counter, openly sobbing. And she goes, no. She goes, I'm just so overjoyed that you have one. Thank you so much. I said, what do you need from me? I said, can I do anything? Do you need extra controllers for your kids? I'm not upselling, but I just want to make sure that she has everything because she's clearly going through it and I don't want to have her come back here. I said, how many kids do you have? She says, I have one little boy and that's all he wants. And I was like, okay, I got you. Does he have any favorite characters? Does he like Mario? Does he like Luigi? Does he have a favorite color? Like, I'm asking everything possible. So she brings it all back and I'm at this point like full in my arms like this, carrying around everything like a gorilla. I put it on the sideboard. I walk back around and she's like, I am so grateful for you. Thank you so much. My son is in the hospital. He's 7 years old. This is gonna be his final Christmas. He just wanted a Wii and I haven't been able to find one. The reason that she was so upset was because her son was terminal. She was just trying to find a Wii and didn't think that we had any. I'm sitting at the register and I'm like, beep, beep, beep. And I'm openly sobbing. I'm just like crying. I'm sitting there like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. I hope that he enjoys this Mario game and like, he's gonna have such a great fun time. So this purchase ends up being close to $700. I said, here it is. I will wrap everything up. It's all good to go. It's all in the bag. Yep, here's your other bags. I got you. I walked her to the front of the store, gave her a little hug, and she was like, you are so amazing. Thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you. And she leaves. My manager, who was side-eyeing me the whole time, I need to talk to you during lunch. I give him the same thing back, looking forward to it. Like, come at me. You want to talk to me during my lunch over this? I welcome you to do so. So my time comes, I go to take my lunch. My lunchtime is now, I'm going to take that lunch since you scheduled it. He goes, yeah, go ahead. I'll be in a couple minutes. I grab my lunch and I go up back and I sit down. A couple minutes later, he comes in and he's all worked up. Pumpkin, what was that? That was a $700 sale. What do you think it was? That's not what I meant. Did you mean that I wasn't supposed to give you a $700 sale? Because as far as I know, Numbers have been down for 2 weeks. I would think you would appreciate that. Is there a problem with the $700 sale, or would you have preferred I stayed at the counter and done nothing? And he's like, well, that's not the point. The point is I told you to stay. And if I had, you wouldn't have had that sale. It's Christmas. Be a little kinder to people, my dude. And he's like, well, I just wanted to come back and talk to you about that because, and I said, so who's watching the register right now? You told us to stay at the register. If we have a line way out, what are you doing back here talking to me? He walks back out. So the best part of this story comes at 9 a.m. And all of a sudden, I get this little tap on my shoulder. And I look over, and it's the woman that bought the Wii at 7 a.m. She's returned to the store. She's no longer crying, and she taps me on the shoulder, and I say, oh, I didn't realize you were going to be back so soon. Did you forget something? Did you need more batteries? Did you need another controller, maybe? Literally anything you want. I'm happy to help you. She, like, pats me on the hand, and she says, no. She says, no, I don't need anything. You've already made me and my family's Christmas. She goes, I don't need anything from you. I said, well, why are you here? And she picks up a bag, a brown paper bag, and she puts it on the counter, and she puts a donkey's hot cocoa. This woman bought me a bagel with cream cheese and a large hot cocoa and drove all the way back to Gamestop to give it to me for no other reason than I was kind to her. I almost cried all over again because if you're a retail worker during Black Friday, you know how hard it is to be able to take drinks or to be able to take care of yourself properly. She's like, I know it isn't much. She says, but I know it's going to be a long day for you. And I wanted to get you something. I don't know if you wanted coffee or tea. I don't know what you drink, but I thought hot cocoa would be maybe okay. But I just came back to give this to you and say thank you. For making my family's Christmas and just being so kind. God bless. And so I'm sitting there with my hot cocoa like, you too. Have a wonderful Christmas. And then to put the cherry on the sundae of everything that I just told you, the week after Black Friday, you know, what employees had the best sales during that day? Guess who got the best sales on Black Friday because I deliberately disobeyed management for it?